Hello, guys. Welcome to the third episode to kick off 2025 of our New Year's playthrough of Agatha Christie's The ABC Murders. I'm TJ. I'd like to apologize what happened in the last episode where I was cutting in and out. I had a lot of things going on outside of the game, and it was sort of becoming a distraction, and I do apologize on that. But now I'm gonna make it up for it. Um, let's see here. So I'll speak about what's going on in the what happened in the previous episode. So after the first murder that took place at Andover, with the victim being Alice Asher, the second murder took place in a town called Bexhill, well, Bexhill by the Sea in England, which is south of London, I believe. And I've looked into it. It's actually a very popular tourist spot where it's by the sea and all that stuff. I'm gonna show you right here, for example.
This is
So,
definitely where the photo I found in the hut was taken.
okay, maybe not, but the second murder took place in Brexhill by a young lady. Let me go back. A young lady named where's she? Betty Bernard, who, from the ABC murder moniker, the town's in Brexhill, which starts with the letter B, and the victim's name starts with the letter B as well too. Actually, two B's. And I just realized that right now that the first victim, Alice Asher, has A's as her initials. Now Betty Bernard has B's in her initials, and then now we've this is the victim right here, the very young Betty Bernard, a waitress at the nearby, I think it's called the Great Cat Restaurant. Let's see, Ginger Cat Restaurant. There we go. We interviewed a person of interest by Miss Marion, who runs the Ginger Cat Restaurant, and there may be a possible person of interest based on the time in which Betty was alone serving at the restaurant. The bill had one. Those two bills that stood out were based on the amount that was spent and what was bought was conducted by one person. So that's the possible person of interest we want to look out for. And so we're gonna head into this area.
Hastings appears to be ill at ease. He appeared to be relatively indifferent to Mrs. Asher's murder, but a young woman's murder seems to be troubling him greatly. I fear that this case is far from being solved.
Come on, Poirot. You'll find the killer.
Certes. But how many times will he kill before I do?
So we're in, looks like apartment 22. This is where the victim's residence is located. So we will talk with whoever's in here.
How do you do, mademoiselle? My name is Hercule Poirot.
I know you. You're that detective we hear all about.
I do not know if that is a compliment, but I will take it as one for now. You are Betty's sister, I believe?
Yes. My name is Megan.
Can we come in?
Please do. My parents are at the police station. I doubt they'll be up to speaking to you later.
Do not worry, we will not bother them.
Did you know your sister's plans for yesterday evening?
No. I arrived by train this morning. My parents called me in a panic when they discovered that Betty had disappeared. She went out last night, but she didn't tell them where she was going.
What was your last conversation about?
Her new dress. She wanted a pair of black stockings to go with it. Mother brought her a pair. The very day it happened. She was crying. And to think that Betty never even wore them. Poor Mummy.
Years old, the late sister of Betty, or the sister of the late Betty Bernard. Okay, let's take a look around first before we start examining areas. Bookshelf keys. Oh, a mirror. Let me check myself out again. Pick your nose. Oh, your mustache. Oh, looks like we can go upstairs, but let's worry about that later.
This gramophone is magnificent. It is a one-off, without a doubt. Family photos and fires. Family photos and fires. Hastings always pays more attention when young women are being questioned. What is she feeling at the moment?
Mr. Poirot, I don't like being stared at. If you have something to say, would you please say it to me?
Sorry.
Betty's older sister is not just sad, she is angry. The Barnard appeared to make music a priority in their budget.
The violin.
They're all Miss Modest, but the Barnards are definitely music lovers. Did Betty go out often?
My sister wasn't a child, sir. She used to go out. She enjoyed films, dancing. She was a very good girl who didn't hang around with men. That's what they always say, no?
I am not interested in what people say. I am interested in the truth, Mademoiselle Barnard. If you only knew how much I would like to talk with someone who does not know that your sister is dead and who could provide me with a true portrait of her beyond the formalities.
The truth is that my sister was a silly little fool. I tried to reason with her, but she behaved like an idiot.
In what way?
She used to say that if she was going to marry Don, she might as well have some fun now.
I understand. Please continue.
Oh, excuse me, I have to answer that.
But of
I
course.
don't know what that sound was. Okay.
Betty's room is opposite the stairs on the first floor. Feel free to take a look if you think it might be useful.
Is this the first floor, or would we consider this the ground floor?
This young woman is far too clever not to have anything else for us.
Do you think she's hiding something?
That is what I'm trying to find out.
Surely you don't think she did it?
I did not say anything of the sort. But young women always ruin your judgment, Hastings. Who knows, maybe Megan was jealous of her attractive young sister.
I see. She may have had her sights on the inheritance. Or maybe she was in love with Donald Fraser.
We have to study all scenarios, even the most unlikely. But I doubt that Mr. and Mrs. Barnard are rich enough to justify murder. While I try and get Miss Barnard to talk, I would like you to try and find Donald Fraser. It should be easy to find the estate agents where he works. Bring him to the Ginger Cat. I would like to talk with him before the chief inspector finds him.
He's used to like being courted and going out. Okay. Jealous of her sister's beauty. Okay. All right, let's go upstairs. Check myself again. Also like his stance as well too. When he stands still, or he has his hands right in front of his stomach. Oh, hello. Did she sing as well?
It looks like Betty was also a music lover, the same as her family. Without a doubt, Betty used to sing. Looking at all the clothes she took out, Betty must have had a problem deciding what to wear. Maybe she had a date? A box of new stockings. It looks like Betty has a very busy life.
The Blue Lobster. Wow. Dinner party? Freaking notes in the way. I'm trying to see the date. Mr. and Mrs. Adam Layton Essex request the pleasure of your company and dance to celebrate their 25th wedding anniversary. Wow. Saturday, the 7th of June at 8 o'clock at the Diamond Club. Cinema ticket for possible love.
Betty liked luxury and going out, and being as pretty as she was, she probably did not have any problem getting herself invited.
It's over here.
This small key should be useful to me.
The type of skeleton key hidden in Betty's jewelry box. Okay, what's this? Oh, there we go.
Medicine to prevent voice loss. Did Betty have problems with her voice?
Apart from the intense scene that she's conducting on herself. Alright, what's this right here? A clock?
Something on this clock bothers me. Strange. A sheet of paper is blocked in the clock. Strange. A sheet of paper is blocked in the clock. This metal disc is stuck. What a strange mechanism. I don't think it serves to turn the hands.
What the hell? What am I supposed to do here?
The cogs are blocked by these wooden panels.
I gotta figure this out.
A record sleeve with a handwritten title. Betty must have recorded a demo. I'd be interested to hear it. A record sleeve with a handwritten title. Betty must have recorded the demo. I'd be interested to hear it. Without a doubt, Betty used to sing. Something on this clock bothers me. This wooden panel is blocked. I can't open it. What a strange mechanism. I don't think it serves to turn the hands. There, that's better.
Four-leaf clover ward.
This metal disc is stuck. Strange. A sheet of paper is blocked in the clock. Something on this clock bothers me. There, that's better. Strange. A sheet of paper is blocked in the clock. This metal disc is stuck. This wooden panel is blocked. I can't open it. Something on this clock bothers me. There, that's better. Strange. A sheet of paper is blocked in the clock.
Seriously, I don't get this. Oh, what's this?
This decoration appears to be firmly fastened.
There's a crack right here.
This leg is not well attached.
We'll just open.
Strange. A sheet of paper is blocked in the clock. Something on this clock bothers me. There, that's better. This wooden panel is blocked. I can't open it. Something on this clock bothers me.
Okay, every time I unscrew that thing, that screw on the right side of the face, something comes out. I wonder if I have to grab that.
There, that's better. This wooden panel is blocked. I can't open it. This decoration appears to be firmly fastened.
Oh, unless that.
This metal disc is stuck. What a strange mechanism. I don't think it serves to turn the hands. Something on this clock bothers me. There, that's better.
Of course. Alright, now I figured it out.
Could the screw be slightly loose? Could the screw be slightly loose? Good. It should be possible to open the wooden panel. Look, a key. This could be useful. What's this? What's this?
What the hell is that?
Strange. A sheet of paper is blocked in the clock.
Oh, I think. Wait, let me see that again. 3, 1, 2, 2. Is that for the top? Try this.
What a strange mechanism. I don't think it serves to turn the hands.
So 3, 1, 2. That should be it. There we go. Okay. But what next?
I definitely need an object to make these cogs turn. central cog is blocked. I definitely need an object to make these cogs turn. I definitely need an object to make these cogs turn. I definitely need an object to make these cogs turn. No, the key does not fit this cog. A new lock has appeared. What does it open? This metal disc is stuck. A new lock has appeared. What does it open? No, the key does not fit this cog. Ah, something clicked on the front of the clock.
It's this button now, and then
A new lock has appeared. What does it open? A new lock has appeared. What does it open?
What a dummy. This one. Another door opens. Oh, a letter.
This could be useful. Betty, I enjoyed a wonderful evening in your company, and I hope that we will see each other again very soon. D. My dearest Betty, I know that your art is already spoken for, but you are the most beautiful dancer I have ever had the pleasure of meeting, and I am impatient to see you again. Adrian.
It's a bit of a tough one.
That doesn't work. I must have forgotten a step. So, what is this mechanism? I need a clue to help me make it work.
Is that a sharp note? What's this?
I cannot open it. It looks like the mechanism is blocking it. Let us see. What is this cupboard hiding?
There it is. Okay, where are the notes? I've never heard this music theory.
I cannot open it. It looks like the mechanism is blocking it. That doesn't work. I must have forgotten a step. That doesn't work. I must have forgotten a step. There is bound to be a clue somewhere.
Okay, let's see here. All these rest notes, let's see here. Seven T. This is tough.
This looks like solfège. There is probably a link with what I saw in the drawer. There is bound to be a clue somewhere.
So these are 8 rests. It's 16 rests. Somehow I got to equal to this. Oh wait, this. Oh, I think I get it now. Hold on. I think I get it. I'm going up.
There is bound to be a clue somewhere.
I was going backwards. I'm supposed to go from the bottom up. That should work there.
I heard the sound of a mechanism being triggered.
Oh shit. Oh, 7AT.
I just have to put the record on the gramophone and start it. That doesn't work. I must have forgotten a step. That doesn't work. I must have forgotten a step. It looks like something goes in here.
Oh, Donald! We're in the middle of recording.
Sorry, Betty, but it's not wise. The doctor said you should rest your voice.
You're such a killjoy sometimes.
Betty was such a good singer.
It's true. Did she have any problem with her throat?
Yes, she had to be careful with her voice. Of course, she didn't follow the doctor's advice. If Don didn't insist, she... Well, it's too late for all that now.
It looks like this woman is single, but she has feelings for someone. She is looking so intensely at this photo. But is it really a sister that she's studying in this manner?
Wow.
They made the perfect couple, am I correct?
Yes, in a way. She was pretty and he...
Well?
He's a bright man, with a promising career ahead of him. He would have made Betty a good husband. He was always attentive and generous. Oh, a true gentleman.
I hear a note of envy in your voice.
You must have heard wrong.
Donald appeared to be very much in love with your sister.
Yes, he was mad about her.
Mad, you say? Being madly in love can often be destructive, and Mr. Fraser was known for being jealous, I believe.
No more than average. Men are always slightly possessive, especially when they are with a pretty woman.
You are a poor liar, Mademoiselle Bernard.
Excuse me, Mr. Poirot, but I do not see why you are interested in our humble little crime.
It would appear that your sister's murder is the second in a series that we have to stop as quickly as possible. The first was in Andover, and the same as your sister, the murderer sent me a letter informing me that a crime would be committed in that town. Now can I count on your honesty?
Yes, you have my confidence, Mr. Poirot. Don is a quiet and sensitive young man. Slightly reserved, too. And as is often the case with reserved people, when he flew into a temper, he completely lost control. He could be so violent. Betty was frightened.
And when was this?
The first time was about a year ago. But they rowed more recently. Donald found out that Betty had lied to him. She said she was going out with a girlfriend, but she went out for dinner with a married man. It was an awful scene. She told him that until they were married, she was free to go with whoever she pleased. Donald turned quite pale and started shaking and kept saying one day... One day...
Well?
He'd commit murder.
Oh, she was so unfaithful.
So you were afraid that he would become our main suspect. I know that Fraser was jealous, but I wonder why you feel the need to protect him.
Exactly. Had you not told me about the case, I would never have dared to tell you about this little matter. Don loved Betty with all his heart. I can't imagine for one instant that he would hurt her.
Very good, Mademoiselle Bernard. Thank you for your help.
Fraser is at the Ginger Cat. The police haven't spoken to him, but they want to.
Très bien, Hastings. Let's see him now. Au revoir, mademoiselle. My deepest condolences to your parents.
Of course, Mr. Poirot. And don't be too hard on Don. He's more fragile than he looks.
If you say so. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
What had Betty planned to do with her evening? That. That. There we go. Did know her assailant. Oh, horrible.
Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
Megan Bernard's behavior hiding. There we go. Did Megan Bernard have a motive for killing her sister?
Hastings always pays more attention when young women are being questioned.
Mr. Poirot, I don't like being stared at. If you have something to say, would you please say it to me?
Excuse me. All right. Donald Fraser's at the Ginger Cat. Let's go there.
You've seen Fraser, Hastings. What is your feeling?
He's a big chap. Fragile isn't exactly the word that springs to mind. I talked to his landlady before seeing him. She went to bed at 11. Fraser wasn't home yet.
Bien. Megan Barnard said he is a reserved character but with a nasty temper. We will see if this is the case.
I don't want this young man here. Be quick and do what you must.
Hastings looks ill at ease. He really doesn't like Fraser. Hastings is bound to tell me what he thinks about Fraser later on. Now is not the right time. How do you do, Mr. Fraser?
You Hercule Poirot. Mr. Hastings said you wanted to speak to me.
Yes. I know that it may not be the right time, but I would like to ask you a few questions. This man looks suspicious. Donald Fraser is in a terrible state, as if he hadn't slept all night. And he's drinking White Horse.
Leave me alone. Tell me that it's a mistake, that Betty isn't dead.
Sadly, your lady friend has been murdered, Mr. Fraser.
Oh, Betty, if only you'd listened.
Did you visit Betty yesterday afternoon?
No, I haven't seen Betty for 2 days. I was at the office yesterday afternoon.
Can you prove that?
Of course. But why this question? Betty died yesterday evening, didn't she?
Betty was murdered during the night, but that does not prove that she did not meet her murderer earlier in the day.
So am I a suspect?
Everybody close to Betty is a suspect, Mr. Fraser. I would be a very poor detective if I did not examine all possible eventualities. Do you know what Betty's plans were yesterday evening?
She said she was having dinner with her sister.
Yet, Megan only returned to Bexhill this morning, Mr. Fraser.
I didn't know.
Right. May I ask you what you were doing yesterday evening?
I spent the evening working.
Your colleagues can confirm this?
No, I often take work home with me.
You are lying, Mr. Fraser. As was Betty when she hid the fact from you that she was seeing other men.
Betty was a very decent young woman. How dare you sully her memory?
I am not interested in memories of her, Mr. Fraser. I am looking for a killer, and I need you to be my closest ally. That is, unless you have something to hide.
Of course I don't.
Très bien. So, what were we saying? Where were you yesterday evening?
I looked everywhere for her, but in vain. When she said she was going to have dinner with her sister on a weekday, I thought it was strange. I tried not to think about it, but I was like a lion in a cage. I was convinced she was lying. So I went round all the restaurants in the town. When I didn't find her, I went to the next town. But nothing. I must have got home about midnight or 1 o'clock.
Did anybody see you?
I don't think so. I didn't talk to anybody. I was so furious.
Wow.
Ah, I knew I'd find you
I
here,
feel bad
Poirot.
for Donald, but
I thought
even
the
though,
victim's
in
young
spite of his
man was here.
violent nature.
Yes, is all yours, Chief Inspector. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
This and then this. Yeah. Jealousy. She shouldn't be messing around with men anyway, but at the same time, Donald shouldn't be hitting her like that. Have an alibi. More alibi. So he's a possible suspect.
No need to insist. I will certainly have the opportunity to question him again. Hastings looks ill at ease.
Fraser doesn't have an alibi and he's extremely jealous.
You are very skilled at summing up.
And yet you haven't asked Japp to arrest him.
It is too soon. But I agree, without the letters announcing the crimes, Fraser would already be behind bars. Bon, I think we have enough elements. Let's reconstruct the events at the scene of the crime.
I can't imagine how the murderer wasn't seen, though. Surely she must have struggled.
Let us try and imagine the scene.
Reconstruction. Okay. We'll end the episode right after this.
The killer and the victim are walking on the beach. Miss Betty has a bag, a belt around her waist, and carries her shoes in her hand. Both of them walk slowly to hut number 5. Both of them walk slowly to hut number 6. Miss Betty enters the hut. She leaves without her belongings. Then she hides a coat. They keep walking. Then she removes her belt.
The murderer moves behind her and then attacks her by surprise.
With the rope.
The body falls, lifeless, on the sand.
Everything appears to match the crime scene, mon cher Hastings. That is exactly what happened. Without the A.B.C., we might have suspected Mr. Asher and Mr. Fraser. But by timing his crimes, the murderer is making sure he's accused. In a way, it is very generous of him.
Generous? The murderer seduced Betty in order to lure her to the beach and kill her.
Indeed, the young woman was certainly careless, but not stupid enough to follow a stranger.
What are you planning to do, Poirot?
Return to London, mon cher Hastings.
So our first suspect is Donald Fraser. We shall go back home. We're done here.
Right, back to London. There is nothing more for us to do here.
Japp has decided to reveal details to the press. The alphabet murder is now famous.
It is not a bad idea. The more people who know, the greater our chances of finding out something of interest.
Poirot, I have a bad feeling. Poor Mr. Poirot, not so good at these little criminal matters as you thought yourself, are you? Rather past your prime, perhaps. Let us see if you can do any better this time. This time, it's an easy one. Churston on the 30th. Do try and do something about it. It's a bit dull having it all my own way, you know. Good hunting. Ever yours, A.B.C. Good hunting. Did you hear that, Poirot? The murderer seems to be taking it all as a game, a challenge. He will strike on 30th in Churston. We must warn Scotland Yard.
By the way, Hastings, what day is it?
Well, looking at the calendar, it's the 30th. No time to lose. We must prepare our suitcases for Churston.
Mon Dieu, it is already 10 o'clock. I will call Scotland Yard immediately.
And with that, we will end the episode over here. So another victim, but our first prime suspect in Donald Fraser, all because he was jealous of what? Of Betty's unfaithfulness. But how does that link to the very first murder in Andover with Alice Asher? We'll find out more, but I don't. Just based on everything, I don't think Donald is the killer of the first two murders, and now we got a third murder on hand in Churston. So this for real this time, you guys. I'll leave it at that. So 3 episodes into New Year's Eve, and then the 4th episode will begin sometime after New Year's. You guys have a happy New Year and be safe out there and drink responsibly. And you guys have a great year. 2025 is going to be really exciting, but first we got to complete this New Year's playthrough of the A.B.C. murders. So until then, have a good one, guys, and happy New Year.